Ladies and gentlemen, come to the Chicago Sports Spectacular being held November 18th to November 20th at the Donald Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois. This event will feature hundreds of the nation's leading dealers in sports cards and collectibles, as well as appearances by over 75 superstar athletes, including the Nature Boy Ric Flair, Hall of Famer Greg Maddux, former heavyweight champion of the world Mike Tyson, David Ross, former world champion Floyd Mayweather, Brian Urlacher, and many more. You can find full details online at chicagosportsspectacular.com or by calling 954-227-1565. Have you been hanging and banging, brothers and sisters? Have you been in the gym pumping that iron and getting yourself in top shape? If so, you need to fuel your body, and nobody can do it better for you at a better price and a better quality product than our friends at Best Price Nutrition. That's bestpricenutrition.com. 1-800-499-4810. They got free shipping on orders over $99 in the USA. They even have a 30-day return policy. Ladies and gentlemen, Best Price Nutrition is where it's at. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1987 Supermod. I'm your host, Brad Drake, and this is my AWA Save. This is part 2 of our most recent set of television tapings. We are here at the Sports Pavilion in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we're getting ready to record another episode of Championship Wrestling. I believe we already ran down. No, we did not. So for this episode of Championship Wrestling, we're going to see White Panther Jr. in action, Dukes and Jammer, Kevin Kelly, Cactus Jack, Greg Gagne will defend the world television title. We're going to see Doug Summers in singles action. The Guerrero Brothers are going to be the semi-main event. And then our main event, we're going to see the Iron Sheik battling Jerry Lawler. All right, we're going to roll over and record another episode of All-Star Wrestling. We're going to see ladies sensation Wendi Richter in action, the Destruction Crew in a tag team match. Steve Regal's going to defend the world light heavyweight title. DJ Peterson, Tony Anthony will be in singles action. We're going to see the fabulous ones today, everybody, here in Minnesota. Baron von Raschke is going to be in the semi-main in singles action. And in our main event, we're going to see a big 6-man tag team match when Bobby Duncum and the Midnight Express take on Nick Bockwinkel and the Midnight Rockers. You know what time it is, everybody. I know what time it is. Let's get to booking. Here we go. Luca versus White Panther Jr. This one's going to go 3 minutes. And here is Mike Luca. And here is the sensation known as White Panther Jr., who's also known as Jerry Lynn. But he's wearing a hood here, everybody, so nobody knows that it's Jerry Lynn. All right, White Panther Jr. with the victory. Up next here, tag team match. Once again, an enhancement match here. And we have Sean Baxter and Dennis Stamp against Dukes and Jammer. Sean Baxter, of course, is the man known for the great hair. And Dennis Stamp is a wily veteran from Amarillo, Texas. There's crazy hair. Here is Dennis Stamp. Dennis Stamp was a really good wrestler. He just, at the end of his career here, he did mostly refereeing and also worked as enhancement talent. So here we go at Dukes and Jammer, the two youngsters that we continue to try to get over here. We're going to give Derek Dukes the win. Starfire himself will most likely win with that big drop kick of his. And if you want to learn more about Starfire Derek Dukes, you can always head over to Bumps and Thumps podcast and listen to the interview with him there. All right, here comes Mickey Shannon. And he's going to battle the dangerous Kevin Kelly, a man I have high hopes for. Mickey Shannon, I'm sure, is in top physical condition here. And ready. That was a joke, everybody. You can go ahead and laugh. Here is Kevin Kelly. White Hot Momentum. Kevin Kelly, of course, is being managed by Baby Doll here, and Kelly is going to go over here. Clement Fields is going to mix it up here with Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack is another one who has surprised me very much. I am not a big Mick Foley fan, but I got to say, he has done very well for us. Here's Clement Fields. Here is Cactus Jack. And of course, Cactus Jack is part of that stable of dastardly Don Carsons. Cactus Jack with the win here. This one is in the books, everybody. Up next, Dave Moreau. French-Canadian superstar, Dave Moreau. Actually, he did have a little bit of success in Canada, but in the States, he was always used strictly as enhancement talent. All right, we have Dave Moreau mixing it up here with Greg Gagne, and we will make sure to readjust that to an enhancement match. All right, here we go. World television title is on the line, and Greg Gagne is going to make another defense here, and he's doing exactly what a television champion should do. All right, the Iron Sheik is going to cut a promo here. And see how we have this discrepancy here? 5 minutes to 6 minutes. Let's keep it at 5 minutes for the heck of it. Iron Sheik cuts a promo. Now, everybody, remember, this is week 4 of May. So we are past Wrestle Rock 88. So the Iron Sheik's no longer going to be talking about Nick Bockwinkel, although I'm not going to quite relay who his new opponent in the feud is going to be. And of course, he's going to be talking with Larry Nelson. And off screen. And Sheiky's going to be based on entertainment. Sheiky tends to give us a pretty decent promo. All right, Finley. Gerald Finley is going to mix it up here with Doug Summers. Another enhancement talent. Enhancement match, I should say. And Doug Summers has really gotten over and is a serious asset to the AWA here, without a doubt. I was concerned when Buddy Rose left, but it's been quite the opposite. Doug Summers has had some very classic, great matches with Greg Gagne. So Doug Summers with the win there. The fabulous ones, the Fabs, are going to cut a promo here. And of course, it's going to be an open-ended promo because we're not going to reveal who their new feud opponents are going to be. All right, here is Stan Lane. Here is Steve Kern. They're talking with Larry Nelson, not Larry Hennig like I messed up the last time. And they're going to be based on entertainment, and that one is booked. The fabulous ones have turned out to be a very good pickup for us. And next, boy, we're really mixing things up here, which is good. We're going to have Magnum and Walker versus the Guerrero Brothers. The Guerrero Brothers are not that good of a promo, so that's why the Fabs got the promo instead. But try to find a better tag team in 1987. Wow, that's kind of a goofy thing to say, actually. There were a lot of great tag teams in 1987, but I will say that the Guerrero Brothers were superbly talented. All right, so we're going to have Chavo get the win here. I didn't realize that Chavo was 41 years old here. All right, Jerry Lawler is going to cut his promo like Jerry Lawler does. And hopefully this gets us some big numbers. And here is Jerry Lawler. He's talking to Larry Nelson, of course. And that one is in the books. And so here we go for our main event. Iron Sheik, they should be able to go 18 here. Iron Sheik versus Lawler. Here is Jerry Lawler. And what do we want to do for a finish here, everybody? What do you think? Let's have Jerry Lawler win. This one will be an epic. And we will have him win by DQ. All right, so that one is booked. Right, our max 65 minutes. Perfect. We're ready to run the show here. All right, red text the doom here with Mike Luca and White Panther Jr., and I'm not surprised. Let's see what White Panther Jr.'s takeaways are. Not a whole lot, just inexperience. Fair enough. Looks like Mike Luca's making his debut here for us. What's the changes? Oh, it's a gimmick change. All right, so we went from a bad rating to great. Excellent. Up next here, Dukes and Jammer get the win. Whopping 20. Red text of doom all over the place here. Wow. All right, Kevin Kelly gets a 60, 75 on his own. Good stuff. See if there's any takeaways here. There are not. Kevin Kelly, Baby Doll is working out very well with Kevin Kelly and Doug Summers. Here we go. Cactus Jack getting the win over Clement Fields, 52. Very good. Cactus Jack just got some inconsistency. So top notch. Good stuff. All right, here's Greg Gagne. He gets the win. Defense number 53 of that World Television title. He wins with the Gagne sleeper over Dave Moreau. 78 for Greggy here. Good stuff. All right, I like it. Up next, Sheik. Sheik putting in some work here, gets a 72 in his promo. I like it. Good stuff. Up next here, Doug Summers gets the win with that figure four leg lock over Gerald Finley, 67. But look at that. Doug Summers on his own, a 63. Great score. Great score indeed. All right. No knocks on Doug Summers whatsoever. Strictly on the young Gerald Finley. All right. We got a nice promo here by the Fabulous Ones, a 77 overall. Good stuff. All right. We're doing good here, everybody. And there we go, 63 overall for the Guerreros versus Jimmy Magnum and Jason Walker. And I don't know how Jimmy Magnum wasn't a major star with that great look he had going, because he was the real deal. No takeaways whatsoever on the Guerrero Brothers, strictly on Magnum and Walker. Whoa! There it is, everybody. There it is, a 100 promo by Jerry Lawler. You know, my mind is not the greatest. I don't know if we've ever gotten a 100. We've gotten, I think, a 99 with Lawler in the past, but not a 100. There it is, everybody. Big time promo. Magnificent. All right, we're going to move on to the main match here and see how we did. 88 overall for Sheik and Jerry Lawler and everybody. This has been a rock star television show. Terrific. And despite Lawler being fatigued, great stuff here. We're going to finish this one up. Terrific. 85 overall. Increase across the board. Excellent. We are all set here for All-Star Wrestling. Do you enjoy our YouTube content? Do you wish there was more? Well, now there is. Patreon.com/PowerCast Network. There you will find, just starting at $5 a month, more access to podcasts, to shows, to other saves. Check it out today, everybody. That's patreon.com/PowerCast Network. So here we go for All-Star Wrestling. And we're going to have Dallas against Wendi Richter here in our opener. So we're going to get to booking this one. Dallas, I don't think she's worked any matches for us. We've brought her in as enhancement talent. And you all know how I feel about Wendi Richter. She was a very, very good talent. Here we go. Here is Wendi. And Wendi, of course, is going to get the win here over Dallas. Okay, up next here, Billy Anderson and Julio Rodriguez are going to face the Destruction Crew. And again, the question is still out there. I have heard Rodriguez pronounced Rodriguez, and then Rodriguez. Which one is it? Which is the proper pronunciation? Or does it just depend on what culture you're in? If anybody knows, let me know. So Anderson and Rodriguez. And of course, they are taking on the D crew. My guys, the D crew. Here's Billy Anderson. Here is Julio Rodriguez. They, of course, are taking on the Destruction crew. And I got to make sure to put their name in there. And Mike Enos is going to get the win here. That one, everybody, is in the books. Rolling right along here. Ben Patrick, the little person. He's going to take on Mr. Electricity here. There he is. There's little person Ben Patrick. Here is Steve Regal, who has been an outstanding World Light Heavyweight Champion for us. There we go, Regal with the win here on TV. And I picked the wrong world title. That's the World Light Heavyweight, not the World Heavyweight. Up next, Buddha Khan taking on DJ Peterson. DJ Peterson in singles action here. Buddha Khan was a huge, massive man and one hell of an R&B singer. And he's going in there with DJ Peterson. DJ Peterson, of course, has been doing a lot of tag action with his partner, the Trooper, but we got them split up here for this set of TV tapings because why not? All right, there's Buddha Khan. And here is DJ Peterson. Peterson, of course, is going to get the win here. And this one is history, as they say. Here we go. Bobby Walker and Tony Anthony, and the Dirty White Boy here has been doing pretty darn good since being in the AWA. Here is Bobby Walker. Great hair. That perm job is awesome. Total 80s perm job. It's great. And here is Tony Anthony. Tony Anthony with the win here. And that one is booked up. Next, we have another Fabulous Ones promo here, and why not? They do some decent promos. Here is Steve Kern. Here is Stan Lane. These two are based on entertainment, and of course they're talking to Eric Bischoff since we are on All-Star Wrestling. And again, this is for week 4, so we don't have them. They will be in a feud, but we can't do it yet since they're not in it. It's the one downfall of booking ahead like this, because you can't keep things totally current and totally up to date. All right, that one is booked, and next we're going to see the Fabs in action against Alan Fox and Jake Milliman. 2 versus 2 enhancement. Fox and Milliman versus the Fabulous Ones. Another 3-minute bout. We're going to give the Fabs a shine here and make them look good. Here's Alan Fox. And here is the Milkman, Jake Milliman. An all-time great loser for the AWA. And here are the Fabulous Ones. The Fabs, of course, are going to get the win. Stan Lane is going to get the win for his team. The ever popular Fabulous Ones. All right, up next, Baron von Raschke is going to give us a promo, and the Baron always does a pretty good job with his promos, so I have No doubt he'll do a good job this time. And unfortunately, the Baron is declining very quickly here, but he's still serviceable at this point. For how much longer, I'm not certain. All right, Von Raschke is based on entertainment. That one is booked. Next, we're going to see the Baron in singles action against AJ Petruzzi, or as he was known as enhancement talent, AJ Petruzzi. And little known fact that AJ Petruzzi, or Petruzzi, would don the hood and become one half of the Executioners with Big Ron Shaw. They were a good team. They were in ECW in its early days and held the NWA Eastern Tag Team title. All right, Petruzzi versus Von Raschke here. And there's Petruzzi already in there. And here is the Baron. All right, 3 minutes. Enhancement. Baron gets the victory. Good stuff. You know, just for the heck of it, let's see what Baron Von Raschke's record has been here this year. 28-12, so he's doing just fine. All right, up next, we got the promo here by Bockwinkel and the Midnight Rockers. This, of course, should be interesting. Nick Bockwinkel and the Midnight Rockers cut a promo. It's going to go 6 minutes. Should get some big numbers for this one, but you just never know with TEW. Here is Marty Genadi. And here is Shawn Michaels. They're going to be talking to Eric Bischoff. And who they're talking about is going to be left open because, again, we have not established new feuds yet. All right, that one is booked. We'll see how that works out. And here's our big main event here, our big 6-man tag. Again, not a trios match. Goo! It's a 6-man tag. All right, Bobby Duncum and the Midnight Express here versus Bockwinkel and the Midnight Rockers. This is a cool TV match here. I don't know if this one's going to be able to go 18, so we'll set it at 16 because I know there's an added minute or two for a 6-man tag. So there we have Bobby Duncum, and here are the Midnight Express. And here is Nick Bockwinkel. And here is the Midnight Rockers. All right, and our winner is going to be Nick Bockwinkel. It doesn't matter who he gets the win over, but that's the way we're going to do it. It's in a 6-man tag. So we can go 1 more minute. Okay, so we will give them 1 more minute here. And let's get rolling here and see how we do. All right, Wendi Richter with that sit-out DD powerbomb, 54 for her. No red text to doom, which is good. So we get a 42 overall. All right, the D Crew gets the win over Billy Anderson and Julio Rodriguez. Bill Anderson himself would be a pretty good trainer and have a long career, but he did work a lot of enhancement here in the United States. I think Bill Anderson had himself a decent little career in Puerto Rico, though. All right, red text to doom, 29 overall, but that's all right. We're dealing with a young team here with the D Crew. 2 big dudes who are green, but in this case, they're red. You like that pun? All right, Steve Regal beats Ben Patrick with the leg lock, also known as the Fort Lauderdale leg lock. And you know what? I'm going to adjust that. Because that's exactly what he called it. Look at that. We got a nice sellout here in the Pavilion, 5,700 for TV tapings. Outstanding. All right. DJ Peterson with the win here over Buddha Khan with the diving shoulder block, 50 overall. DJ Peterson only scoring a 58. That's a little surprising. All right, Tony Anthony wins with that shoulder breaker over Bobby Walker. And of course, he is managed by none other than that dirty Sheik Adnan LKC. 60 for Tony Anthony. All right, nice 75 score here for the Fabs in a promo. I like it. Up next, 66 overall for the Fabs against Milliman and Foxy. 89 and 86. It's safe to say that the Fabs are over here in Minnesota. And let's see if there's any takeaways for the Fabs. No takeaways for the Fabs. Strictly on Foxy and Milliman. So good stuff. Baron von Raschke only gets a 65. That's still disappointing. Figured he'd get a better score than that. But what are you going to do? All right, Baron only gets a 59 in his match against Petruzzi, but he wins with the claw. 68 for the Baron's efforts. Not bad at all. Let's see, von Raschke declining, but that's about it. Everything else seems to be okay. All right, up next here. Hey, really nice, decent score. Because you just never know, especially when you get this many people, you just never know what that score is going to be. But an 82 for the promo, I'll take it. Dirt sheet, good stuff. And there he is. We're hot catchphrase crazy here. All three men have a hot catchphrase. All right, up next, 94. Huge score for this main event. And Bockwinkel gets the win for his team with that Oriental sleeper on Dennis Condrey. 6-man tags are great on television because they can get people wins and it keeps bad heat off of losses because it's a 6-man tag, right? So it's still a loss, but it's a 6-man. It's not a direct loss. So this is really good stuff. This is a great card and a great show here for All-Star Wrestling. 94 overall. Let's finish this one up. Actually, I want to see if there's any takeaways here. And Bockwinkel's declining physical ability, but that's it. So we're doing good here. Let's go ahead and finish up. And we get a gain in 4 regions. 83 overall. Terrific. All right. And this is going to bring us back to the main screen. We are into Thursday now in the game world. So it should be time for spot show number 50. We're traveling out to Oakland, California for that show because on Friday, we are going to be in San Francisco at the Cow Palace. Let's take a look at our incoming here. We got some time to heal business. Excuse me, fair enough. That's their problem, not mine. All right, that's going to do it for us, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, please drop us a message below and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let us know how you found the show, what you think of it, and we're glad to have you. Also, for those of you that would like version 9 of the Supermod, go to braddrake.net, drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to send you over a link to the database and the picture pack. Last but not least, join us on social media, facebook.com/groups/1987Supermod. You can also find us on Reddit with the subreddit of TEW 2020 Friends. Ladies and gentlemen, this TV taping has been brought to you by the PowerCast Network, patreon.com/PowerCast Network. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.